For all we know, the two old men have been feeding me information to use me, to create an opening through Neighborlee's defenses. He got up and went to the couch where he had dropped his heavy brown overcoat. Speaking of information, he pulled a thick manila envelope out of an inside pocket and stood a moment, turning it over in his hands. I was able to dig up a little more information on what was going on while your parents were making their preparations. Unusual storm readings, electromagnetic fields, and meteorological activity off the charts. He offered a flat-lipped little smile that barely affected his lips, let alone his eyes. I helped them gather up storm data for the last 30 or 40 years. Hayward held out the envelope to me. I can only dig so far. The less I remind the higher-ups I'm a friend of your parents, the better my access to information when it really counts. True. I took the envelope and really looked at him. Why was he here, in Neighborlee, the day after Christmas? Didn't he have anyone? He had mentioned a dead wife, back when he asked us to rescue Pete after his parents were killed. I assumed they never had any children, since he said he was Pete's only living relative. What would he have done for Christmas if he hadn't been looking out for us? He hadn't come in uniform, meaning he was here as a friend, under the military's radar. Hayward risked his own career to shelter us from Inquisition. Would I be putting him more at risk by telling him about the DVD Mum and Pop had sent? We hadn't really looked through it yet. What if we needed outside scientific help to understand the things our folks entrusted to us? I can hear the gears churning, Hayward said, as he settled back in his chair. I wouldn't worry until we start smelling burning oil, I said, and got a snort of laughter. I decided. Mum and Pop sent a DVD with a whole bunch of data. It came Christmas Eve. We haven't started digging yet. Maybe something here will help, I added, tapping the envelope. Make multiple copies and hide the original, Hayward said. Why? Just in case you didn't convince Parker's puppet masters you weren't a mutant, and someone decides to search your house. You won't lose anything important. Do you want a copy? I asked. You can follow me home and I'll burn one for you. Thank you, Lanie, but the more in the dark you keep me about certain matters, the less pressure on me when it comes to my duties. I'm glad you trust me, but just knowing the DVD exists might be pushing it. Don't tell me anything, show me anything, until you're desperate for help. That bad, huh? Actually, that's the good news. The infuriating stone face winked at me. Don't contact me if you find out something. Wait for me to contact you when it's safe. Got it. Thanks. I swallowed hard and wondered if it was safe to call Pastor Rocky and ask the prayer chain to get started passing the word about Mum and Pop again. Charlie and Rainbow Zephyr have the kind of luck you only see in movies, Hayward said. I wouldn't worry about them too much. They're my parents. Of course I'm going to worry. Something would be wrong if you didn't. I'm just saying don't get an ulcer or lose any sleep. They'll turn up one day and everything will go back to normal. A snort of laughter escaped him. As normal as anything ever is in Neighborlee.